Hello everybody. Today we're talking about Sun in the sign of Aquarius. And what does it mean when you have Sun in the sign of Aquarius in your chart? Well, we'll get into that, but first I want to let you know about a special I'm having. I'm having a 30% off special on all my Vedic Astrology readings. You can find more information on that at vincent.thunderwizard.com. So if you go there, you'll find out all the details and all the information that I provide and all that good stuff. So also, we have the courses that I offer, and we have the self-transformation package. We have the self-transformation challenge available at patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. And we have that course. It includes Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, and powerful meditations for you to activate your energy body, your light body, and trigger your spiritual awakening. So, and then that same course is available here too. So we have courses, guided meditations, and mantras and stuff, cool stuff, available at gebodeshaman.gumroad.com. So you can check that out there too. And before we proceed, just remember to like, share, subscribe, click that bell notification, all that good stuff. So yeah, that really helps the channel. Okay guys, so what are we talking about today? Sun in the sign of Aquarius. So Sun in Aquarius, well, if you have this in your chart, then we need to understand what the Sun means and what Aquarius means. So Sun is the signifactor of the Sun is related to the ego. It's related to the soul. It's related to the father, or your relationship with your father. It's related to government and authority, royalty, things like that. It's related to health. It's related to career as well. It's the signifactor of the 10th house, which is career. So that means that looking at your sun placement will give you an indication. It's one of the things that will give you an indication of what your career is all about and what you're trying to do with your career. So yeah, we can discuss more on that if you book your reading. I'll give you I'll tell you about your career and stuff like that too. So yeah. My throat is especially parched today. Okay, so we talked about the sun, and now we'll talk about Aquarius. So Aquarius is the sign of, it's like utopian, it's a utopian sign. It relates to humanitarianism, relief, serving humanity, like the sixth house or Virgo would represent like serving your local community, but like the 11th house or Aquarius would represent like serving humanity, like the globe, like the whole world kind of thing. Like, so yeah, Aquarius is basically a sign of innovation, of, it's all about high tech, all about, advanced technology, advanced things, tools and things like that help humanity, things that make it easier for humanity, basically. So things like that. So yeah, what do we get when we have sun in the sign of Aquarius? Well, your soul came here to basically. This is an indication of um, of why your soul came here. Wherever your sun is placed, because your sun represents the soul. So basically, it's a sign that you want to give back to humanity. You want to help humanity grow. You want to serve humanity. You want to, create tools, create logistics, create things that help humanity and that serve humanity and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a really cool sign. It's also like the sign of like hippies and all that good stuff. So your soul kind of wants to serve humanity in a greater capacity. Like this is like not just like small things, not just small technology, like not just technology that would help like 1% of the population, but like technology like greenhouses, like new futuristic technology that would be able to impact the lives of everyone in the world, like significantly, like a significant impact. And so whether that's making like new greenhouse technology where you can grow plants on a gallon of water or whatever, something like that. Just really helpful things that are new technology, basically. So what the sun does when it comes here is it wants to express that. It wants to have that be its expression, and it wants to it really wants to help contribute to humanity and help humanity grow into this utopian world, basically. So yeah. Then we have it signifies, so the sun signifies your soul, signifies your relationship with your father. So your relationship with your father might be very eccentric. Your father might be very eccentric. Sign of Aquarius also represents very eccentric people who who are like these visionaries, these people who don't understand society as it is and want to have like a utopian society. And so I can relate with that because my moon is placed in Aquarius. So your relationship with your father might be very eccentric, might be very, you might I don't know, he might like want to take you on humanitarian adventures and trips and stuff like that, and you might want to he might want to expose you to the world through helping other people and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a unique placement for sure. Very interesting dynamic of energies going on here. As far as government and authority, government might want to help you, your relationship with the government might be that you're getting some kind of a benefit from the government for your work, or for for your contributions, kind of thing. As far as health goes, because sun is a significator of health. So, yeah, you would definitely be. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think this is a good sign for health because Aquarius is all about, the results of your long-term efforts. So like, whereas Capricorn is all about hard work and discipline and determination and whatever, this is like the results of that work, like the payoff kind of thing. So I would say as long as you work on your health and put some effort in there, I think that it would be, it would pay off, definitely. And then we have your career. So we'll talk about your career. So someone with sun in Aquarius would be very like, you could work in the government as like someone who's in charge of like humanitarian aid, or you could be like a diplomat. Even could be a diplomat working on international relationships with other countries, working to help other countries and kind of get along with them. Aquarius is also the sign of friendship, so and international like friendships and stuff. So like, yeah, it's a very dynamic kind of sign. Yeah, it's you could be very, like a diplomat, emissary, or yeah, you could be, so it's basically the sign of Aquarius is like it's the water bearer, so it's like the person who hands the king his food and his water, and so that person has to be very trustworthy. And so like you could have this you can have a reputation as a very good person, a very trustworthy person, someone who is there for others, who others can depend on, things like that. Maybe even psychology, something like that. Some kind of like humanities field where you're like, like helping people with their communication, with their to be better communicators and stuff like that, and to I don't know, it's you could do so much stuff with this sign. You could be a scientist, someone who really is very detail oriented and like very nerdy and stuff like that. Yeah, introverts are seen with this placement a lot. Or I wouldn't say this placement particularly, but like Aquarius, like with, if you have a lot of planets or a lot of energy in Aquarius or your 11th house, like you tend to be introverted. But I mean, it really, one other thing that really depends with this placement is like where you're going to want to look at where Saturn is placed and where Rahu is placed in your chart, because those will give you better indications on what's like the energies that are at play in this kind of placement. So yeah. So career, you could be some kind of a diplomat, a scientist, some kind of a humanitarian relief worker, non-profit kind of, you could work for a non-profit, Red Cross, Doctors Without Borders, that kind of thing. Like it's like a very humanitarian sign, and someone who just wants to help improve the lives of others and stuff with their with their ideas and with their technology and with their vision for the world. Aquariuses are big thinkers. They have large vision, and they don't quite understand the world as it is, but I guess their biggest struggle is just like getting the world to recognize and see their vision and like implement that, because that will take us to the next level. It really will. Yeah, because we don't really tend to think in traditional ways, so it's very eclectic or eccentric. So yeah, anyway, I hope I didn't bore you with my ramblings. Hope you got a lot out of this. Yeah, so if you want to hear more ramblings on your personal chart, please go here to vincent.thunderwizard.com. It's 30% off. Yeah, so I have that special going. It's 30% off, and if you want to click here on the patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman, we have courses available. I have life coaching available, shamanic life coaching, Vedic life coaching, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And then if you want to just purchase my course outright, it's gebotheshaman.gumroad.com. You can check that out too. And so I also have guided meditations and mantras and stuff like that. So yeah, it's I have a lot of links and resources for you guys to really take your spirituality to the next level. So yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.